Hello, everybody, and welcome back to 50 Shades of Tay. I'm Taylor Gonzalez, and you guys, I have a very special guest with me today. The number one movie at the box office right now, right this instant, is Terrifier 3. And I have Mason McCarty here, who plays Cole and has one of the most iconic scenes in the film. Mason, how are you doing today?
I'm doing great. I'm doing great this morning. Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here. I really appreciate it, and congratulations. How does it feel to have the number one movie at the box office?
Oh my gosh, it's surreal. I mean, I was just telling my mom, I was like, that was something I totally dreamt about when I was younger, wanting to pursue acting was just like, oh, to be in a number one movie, something that people go see and really like. And man, I mean, what a surprise, but at the same time, like I think everyone should have seen it coming with this third one. Like it Damien Leone and his whole team, dude, just they know what they're doing, and they were bringing the punch. So I knew, everyone should have seen it coming, but it's surreal. I think I wake up and it's a little like that's not real. That's not happening. Yeah,
It's so
but
crazy because I've loved the Terrifier franchise, so I've been rooting for it ever since the first one. And then to wake up and read the box office reports, I'm just so proud, even though I had nothing to do with the movie, like making it or anything like that. I'm just like, oh, we did it. Like as indie horror fans, like we did it. It's very exciting.
yes, I mean, what a journey. You looking at that first one and even like All Hallows Eve where art appears for the first time, it's really like pretty epic to see where it started and where it is now and just what an accomplishment. It's
Oh, it
huge.
is so cool. And also, I wanted to start out by saying happy birthday. I know you just had your birthday a couple days ago.
Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I mean like what a great birthday weekend, to have this going on and I had it was kind of a late little party thing, but I called all my friends and we just swarmed a packed Terrifier theater last night. And so we all just went and watched it and we were like, like screaming at the screen. It was so much fun. It was great.
Oh my gosh, that is so cool. But yeah, I wonder if there's like stats anywhere out there of people who have had their birthday the same week that they have the number one movie at the box office. Because I feel like that's pretty rare to have
That
both
is
happen at the
insane.
same time.
No, you're so right. I kind of want to look into this now. Kind of want to see about that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Wow.
but what a week you're having. Congratulations on everything. And just thank you for taking the time to be here because this is a very big week for you.
Oh my gosh, of course. Well, thank you. I mean, I'm so excited to talk. This is great.
So I'm going to start out by asking, how did you get cast as Cole in Terrifier 3?
Yeah, man. I was sent the breakdown and it was through my team, my management team, and I was a little nervous because I knew the first two had this fan base to them and I hadn't seen them yet. And so I had only seen clips and I was familiar, but I was just a little nervous. I didn't know if I fit, and eventually I felt a tugging that I should try it out and I went for it. And so um I had an audition and it was a scene from Terrifier 2, which was kind of fun. So I didn't go back and watch the scene. I just kind of gave it whatever kind of spin I felt like I could throw at it. And then it took place in a car, so I filmed it in a car. I was just feeling a little bit like throwing it out to the wind to see if it would bite. I had a feeling there was going to be a lot of people reading for this, so I was just like, nah, I'll shoot it in a car. And then I got a call after that and a call after that. It was very surreal because it was quite a few. I'd never auditioned that many times for something, and then at that point got it. So that was very new for me. So I was very excited and nervous at the same time because I just knew it was a really big honor to dive into something like that. So yeah, man. And then I had a Zoom chemistry read with Alexa, and that's when we met, and it really just kind of formed itself from there, which is really exciting. So uh, yeah, that was amazing. That was amazing. It was a good couple weeks run of hopefully I get this thing. I don't know where my place is in this, but hopefully. But yeah.
Oh, that is so cool. Yeah,
Yeah.
and what a great role you had. It's going to be very hard to talk about your role in this film without spoilers, so I guess I'll just put out a spoiler warning now. If you have not seen Terrifier 3 yet, uh maybe go watch it and then come back and finish this interview because I don't want to give anything away, but
Right.
your iconic shower scene, we have to talk about this because before I had seen the movie, there was already a lot of talk about the shower scene, right? And I didn't know what to expect. I was trying to avoid all the marketing because I don't like seeing like all the trailers and all the clips before I go see a movie. So I just
Mhm.
knew there was a shower scene, right? I didn't know like what it included or like anything. The first thing that came to mind was Psycho, and I was just like, okay, like it'll probably be a death, like
Mhm.
if I had to guess, right?
Mhm.
So then it gets to your scene, and it was beyond anything that like I could have imagined or expected. And it was just, it was crazy, but it's
Yeah.
also what everybody is talking about, like about this film. This is like the scene. What went through your mind the first time you read it in the script? And what did you think like preparing for it? What did you think like was going to happen and how it was going to play out?
Wow. You really put it in perspective there. I mean, like it's really wild. That's a great question. I remember when it came down to me and Alexa, the last thing that Damien did for me at least was I think he either texted me or emailed me and he's just like, look, just read this and I understand if you don't want to do this. And it was the one page of just the beat sheet of the shower scene. And at that time, of course, I have no idea what that is or what. And um so I was at a theme park with my family. Like we were just like walking around and we were yeah, anyway, but we I have to pull over and I'm like, Mom, sorry, I gotta get on my phone. I read it. And I just was like jaw on the floor. Like it and he like spells it out. Like he really like
Oh,
fills all
wow.
that information up. There's not a detail missed. And uh I had to think, yeah, I was like I think I was just more shocked that like they had the balls to go there in a movie. I was more like, that's insane. But my answer was yes. And so I called him right after that and I was like, dude, I'm there. Like this sounds crazy. But I will say I think everything that sounded really daunting about that scene uh became a lot less scary when Alexa was with me because I feel like we both were both like kind of like arms crossed, like just like we're gonna do this. We got this. We got each other, it's just like we're gonna push through and send it. We're just gonna go for it all the way. And I think that made it so much more fun and exciting was to have a buddy in that scene with me. So it's like all the praise about the shower scene is just like how cool that it's both of us in with David who plays Art, and it's just
Yeah.
like the three of us get to share this really cool scene. And man, I mean, it was crazy to film, it was crazy to read, but everybody on that team is so amazing and I love them and I'm so comfortable with them. And so everything that would have been really intense and awkward and frightening was not that at all. And so I'm very thankful when I look back on that experience and our intimacy coordinator made things so incredibly easy when it came down to just even the blocking of where we're standing when and how much is being shown and what. But
Mhm.
man, just a great team. But yeah, that I had no idea that was going to be. When I read the script, I'll be honest. There was one kill that I thought was like that's the kill. Like that is really bad. But apparently people seem to I mean loved it. And I don't blame them. Watching it again last night, the shower scene is really I finally watched it in a little bit more of a third person. I was like,
Mhm.
oh my God. I was like, I see it.
Oh,
But yeah, it's crazy.
yeah, it's a crazy scene because you think you know like what the limit's going to be. You know what I mean? Like you think like, oh,
Yes.
okay, this is what's going to happen. But then it just keeps going and going, getting more like graphic and more violent, and the prosthetics and just like the everything in that scene just adds up perfectly. Like the three of you just really play off each other really well, and it's really nice to hear how comfortable everyone was with each other because if you weren't, the scene wouldn't have played out the way that it did.
I fully agree. I fully agree. And that there was just a good environment produced that. And even casting, I mean, like they casted so many people that are just good people and
Mhm.
personalities, and everyone just really clicked and meshed. And so it really was a result of a great set and crew.
Oh, that is really nice to hear. How long did it take in total to film the shower scene?
I think it was 3 days.
Oh, wow.
I think it was 3 days, and then they did a pickup day later, I believe. But it was 3 days. Yeah, it was it's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was really funny because the first week that I filmed was, I believe, 3 days of principal dialogue. So it's like my first set days on Terrifier were no blood, no scares, just talking, just kind of being a little silly. And then my next 3 days were everything Terrifier, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like so I thought that was so fun to have that parallel. And then also it's just like they're great craftsmen, and Damien in his direction, he doesn't need all the gore and kills just to make a good film. So it's like
Hmm.
these characters are so interesting. But yeah, 3 days with the shower, and I believe 3 days walking and talking. So yeah.
Well, at least you got to do like the easy talking part and like ease yourself into the Terrifier part of it.
Oh, could you imagine we film the
Starting
next
out with
week and I'm just like pink from all the fake blood and I'm just like
that.
trying to act normal, like that didn't happen.
Oh, wow. Uh,
Crazy.
so I was wondering, was it comfortable in the shower, as in like the temperature? Was it like warm? Was it cold? How was it for 3 days being in that shower?
I thankfully it was running hot water. It
Okay,
wasn't
good.
wasn't like some abandoned shower anywhere. But that was the only like strange bit about it, is that sometimes between setups it would be a little bit long. So Alexa couldn't tell if we just needed, or Alexa and I, we couldn't tell if we should just, it was freezing. We shot in January in Staten Island. So we couldn't, sometimes we would just actually just like be huddled under that water, just kind of like keeping warm right there. We're just kind of like, so hopefully they get this shot up,
Yeah.
because the other option was we go dry off and we're just like sitting and we're like da, 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 da. But that was kind of that. The nice thing was that the water was hot, and so we were very okay. So I
Oh,
was,
that is good because I've talked to actors who have water scenes, whether it's like a drowning scene or a swimming scene or in a waterfall, and they tell me it's freezing and then they're there all day and it's just like I don't know how people can do that. So I'm glad to hear you had warm water because that would have been another challenge in itself, just being freezing in the
yes,
water. Oof.
yes.
And then another thing, when I was coming up with these questions that came to my mind, and I thought it was pretty funny, was when you were done filming for the day, the shower scenes, you were covered in, the blood and the guts and everything. Did you immediately have to go and take a real shower to get everything off after spending all day in the shower?
There were quite a few rows, and I remember I had to put these things in my nose to keep like the blood from getting in my nose, and I was just like, oh, and my body was sticky, and I think they were still shooting something with Alexa. I can't remember the order of things, but I ran, like I was like, I'm done, I'm good, I'm good. And I just went and got in that shower immediately. But of course it was still in my hair and all over. So I took another shower when I got back to the hotel.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, I tried to get as much off as possible.
Yeah.
But it's funny.
That's hilarious. Yeah, to spend all day in the shower and then go have to take a real one out.
Right.
But I also loved the picture you posted on your Instagram where it's you posing with like your dead body. What was it like when you saw that dead like body double of you for the first time?
It's so funny. It's that box was literally like a cardboard coffin. It was just like I kind of caught wind of like, wait, our prosthetics are here, right? Because of course I went and I got the goo on me to like get a body cast, and so whenever someone kind of was like, they're in the back, I kind of like ran over and I was like, oh, when I opened it up, and it was so strange because it really looked like me, and it was like the first time that I was like, oh my God, I was like that my features. I was like, oh no, they got that very kind of correct to me. And so I sent that to my mom, and I probably shouldn't have, but she got a good laugh at it. But yeah, she was like, oh my, what kind of film are you making?
That is
But
hilarious.
yeah, no, it was shocking. It was really
That
fun.
leads perfectly into my next question. I was going to ask, how did your family and your friends react when they saw this scene? Like, did
Oh,
you give people a heads up or like a warning of, hey, I die like really graphically in this movie? Or did you keep it to yourself and like look over and see how everyone reacted?
I I think what was interesting was I hadn't told anybody what was happening to me in the movie, just that I was involved, and then the trailer came out, and I started seeing that they were marketing the shower scene, just two kids in the shower, and I was just like, well, I think we all know that that's not going to end nicely in the Terrifier movies, and so I think from there, I never told them what happened, but I was just kind of like, yeah, that shower scene's gonna be insane. It's gonna be insane. But my sister, uh, out of the desk, my parents were totally like, don't let your sister go see it. And I was like, you should totally go see it. You're gonna love it. So she went and saw it last night. I got to call her after this,
Oh my
but she
God.
was freaking out. And my friends, yeah, still had no idea the contents of that scene or anything in the movie. I was very good about spoilers. I didn't tell them anything. And man, I just looked down the row and everyone's like, "Eh," just screaming into their hands, just couldn't believe it. And yeah, it was a joyful movie theater experience, man. I there was a lot of people there, and it was fun to be in a room, everyone reacting to the same thing. But yeah, thankfully my parents probably won't watch it, and I'll have to console my sister about it. So
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I'm very curious to see what your sister thought of it because what a fun scene though. Like it just to be a part of something like that. My theater was sold out. I saw it the Thursday night when it came out, so before the Friday when it officially opened. And I saw it at the
he's
AMC Burbank 16. And I, yeah, completely sold out except for I think there was like two seats in the very front row that were available still. So it was packed. And that scene got the loudest reaction from all the guys in the audience. Like you could just like a collective
I bet.
groan of everyone felt it when they saw it on the
Oh
screen.
yeah.
It's just like, oh my
Oh
God.
yeah.
So fun
Whew.
though to have such like a big crowd and a big audience. This is the perfect type of movie to go see in the theater, especially with all your friends, all your family. See
Yes.
everybody's
Oh right.
reaction.
Well, I kind of did an open invite, and I got one of my dear friends who is just the sweetest girl, and I was like, do you know what I know I said I'm in this, but do you know what movie you're walking into? I was like, I don't know. And she's like, yeah, it's my first scary movie ever. And I was
Oh
like,
no.
I was like, you walked into the king of the
Yeah.
scary. I mean, like this is. I was just like, look, no shame if you want to step out or you need to like cover your eyes or something. And she stuck it through, which was incredible. But she was
Oh,
like, yeah, that'll be my last one. And I was
oh my
like,
God. That's great
so,
though that you have such supportive friends. That's very cool.
oh, I was so thankful they showed up. That was so sweet. But yeah.
How are you specifically with blood and gore? When you go to see a horror movie, is that something you're okay with? Do you have to cover your eyes? How do you react to it?
I'm not. I found out recently I'm kind of squeamish in person, but it's strange how being on set and even watching movies, I still get that chill of like, ugh, it's disgusting. But I've never it's never like fully tricked my brain for some reason. I think I found the Saw movies a little too early in my movie experience childhood. So I think I desensitized just a little bit watching the Saw movies. But in person though, I am a little squeamish. I don't know. My brain's like, oh, that's real. Oh God. But yeah.
Oh
Are
man,
you?
yeah.
How about you?
I was okay the whole movie except for the bathtub scene with the glass on the
Yeah,
wrists. Anything
I
that
agree.
involves wrists, I have to look away because it makes me like it really will make me pass out. Like I just get lightheaded. Even if someone touches my wrists, I freak out. I don't know. I think when I was a kid, I saw a horror movie where something like that happened. And so that's like my thing. Like I'm not afraid of
Yeah.
clowns. I'm not afraid of spiders. Like to me, it's just like anything involving wrists in horror movies just really, really freaks me out.
Well, I get that. I get that. I honestly, somebody kind of asked, like, okay, I saw Terrifier 2. So they're like, well, how are the kills in this one? Like, is this going to be really rough for me? And I was kind of like, well, imagine the bedroom scene, but kind of like every single kill is that. Like, I was just kind of like, that's kind of every little detail of what the shock and the gore is it's just leveled up. So yeah, even that wrist scene and even her just getting in the bathtub, I was like,
Mm.
don't sit in that. I was like, don't get in there. Oh man, but so fun and effective and makes people freak out. I'm so honored to be a part of it. It was a
Oh,
joy.
that is
Yeah.
great. Well, since Terrifier 3 is a horror movie, I was wondering if anything scary or unusual happened on set while you guys were filming.
Oh, that's a great question. Oh my gosh. Let me think. Scary or unusual? Oh, you know what? I do have one. I experienced my first earthquake
Oh,
in
wow.
New Jersey when filming happened. But I feel like that kind of gave it away. But it was really weird because we were filming the shower scene and I'm sitting in the locker room, just kind of it's kind of like where the makeup chair is,
Mhm.
and I'm just kind of sitting there in between takes, and all of a sudden it sounds like this train is coming, and it's like, what the hell is that? What's that noise? And all of a sudden I never experienced an earthquake before, so the ground starts going crazy, and then the lockers, these metal lockers, start swaying, and the whole roof and everything. I was like, oh my God. But me not knowing what that was, I was just kind of like, this is the end right now, isn't it? I was like, I don't know what just happened. But then the cast and crew come through and they're like, that was an earthquake. And then they were like, oh my God, that was a level something. And it was crazy. But that was probably the most genuine, like my heart sank, like, because it went on for a good second. I was like, oh my God, what? But yeah, man, that was probably my scary moment.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I live in Los Angeles. We've been having earthquakes like very frequently lately, and I do not like it. It's so weird.
It made me dizzy.
Ah.
I don't know. Oh man. Well, I'm so sorry you guys are going through that, man. That's
I've
so
lived
scary.
here my whole life, and I don't know why within the past like 3 months we've had more earthquakes than like my whole life of being here. They're not huge, but they're big enough to notice. And my puppy, she doesn't really understand it, so she like runs around and she starts running like right before they happen. So if I see her like dart, I'm like, oh, there's gonna be another earthquake.
Oh,
I
oh,
That whole thing of like pets can sense earthquakes, I guess is true because she really can.
oh my gosh. Wait, what kind of dog do you have?
Oh, she's a Chiweenie. I'll show you a picture. She just left.
Oh,
I wish she was here because she's the best. But also, whenever I do like any kind of interviews or anything, she barks at me to get my attention and does not understand like why I'm sitting here talking to
yeah.
my computer for forever. Okay,
Yeah.
this is her. Her name's June.
Oh my gosh. June is adorable. Look at
Oh,
those ears. Oh,
she's the best.
so cute. Oh my gosh. Yeah, she's like, focus on me. What are you doing with your computer?
Oh my gosh, yeah, I miss her. But
That's so
do
cute.
you have any pets?
I do. I have a golden retriever collie. So she's got long hair, but she's golden, of course, and but a little bit smaller. And so she's adorable. She doesn't bark or play fetch. She's probably the most chill dog I've ever met. Like she
Oh,
just
that's great.
hanging out. So,
Oh,
but yeah, I adore her. Her name's Lucy. So
oh,
she's adorable. Yeah.
very cute. Yeah, I love pets, love animals, especially dogs.
Me too. Oh my gosh. Wait, now I feel like I should show you a
Yeah,
photo.
yeah,
Wait,
do it, do it, do
come
it.
on. Let me see. I took a video of her in the backyard recently.
Oh,
She is adorable. Oh, look at her. I don't know if you can see that, but
oh, how cute.
she is adorable. She's just a little fluff ball.
Oh
So,
my God. I feel like her and June would get along really well.
yeah.
June is like this big and she loves big dogs. Like
Oh,
she
really?
loves playing with big dogs. She loves getting their attention. I don't know what it is. I think it's like she can't believe there's another animal that's that big compared to her. So,
She's like, you're awesome. I love you.
yeah. Oh my gosh. Well, back to Terrifier.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We're doing.
Um, what is your favorite memory from your time on set when you were filming? It doesn't necessarily have to be like an actual scene you were filming, like if it was celebrating someone's birthday or if it was going out to dinner, was there something that comes to mind as like your favorite memory?
Oh man, I mean, there was so many good, joyful moments with those people, and man, I'm trying to think. I mean, there was I can definitely say one of my favorite filming experiences was watching Lauren in the cafeteria scene. There's a point where I kind of shut up and I'm just kind of like listening, and so I just got to watch her be incredible in that scene. I felt like I was just like, oh, I gotta take notes. Like she's such a good actress. And then even watching, there was a lot of with that shower scene, there's so much coverage there that you need to lock in on. And so watching David improvise and try things and all these different takes, and I get to look at Video Village and watch him just try these things with this chainsaw. That was such a master class in just like physical comedy, but also just physical performance. But man, I think my favorite memory has to be like, um, I my favorite memory was the first day that I came on to set.
Oh,
Alexa and I got there a day or two before we were supposed to film, and they totally invited us to just come watch, like come
oh,
hang out. So we came to set and we got to meet David, we got to meet Damien and Elliot and his family, and
oh,
I think Alexa and I just felt so welcomed and like it was awesome. And they were doing some dorm room scenes, but I got to meet the whole crew, and it just was such a warm welcome, and it really set the tone for like, oh, this is gonna be a lot of fun, like so we were very excited after that. So yeah.
oh. Yeah, that's a sweet memory.
Yeah.
So we are just less than a couple weeks away now from Halloween, and I was wondering if you have some horror movie recommendations.
Oh, that's a great question. I'm trying to think. Oh my gosh. I just rewatched The Thing
Oh,
with
nice.
one of my best buddies the other day, and I just love that movie. I think that movie is just incredible. I feel like that's an every season movie to watch, but man, I always find a good like Tim Burton movie to put on around. So Beetlejuice is usually on for me around Halloween, or man, my favorite movie ever is Scream. I think
Oh, me
Scream
too.
is awesome. Let's go. Oh my
I have my
gosh.
tiki mug right here. I don't know if you can see it.
Oh, man, look at that. Dude, that's awesome. I think Scream is the best. So I think about every year I usually try to get Scream on because it's just got good fall vibes. Um, but honestly, I'll shout it out. Halloween 2018 is
Mm.
like my favorite atmosphere horror movies. Like I feel like they really nailed Halloween on there. Oh my gosh, but Trick or Treat,
Oh,
like the
so good.
Michael Daughtery one,
Yeah.
that takes the cake. I vote Trick or Treat.
Okay. That's a really good one. Really
Yeah,
good one.
I
Oh my
keep
gosh.
thinking.
You know, when you mentioned Scream, that's yeah, my favorite horror franchise, maybe even my favorite franchise. It's up there with Star Wars for me. I would love to see you in a Scream movie. I think you would fit in
Oh my
perfectly. And I could totally see you as a ghost face, but now that I've said that, we can't
God.
have that, or we can. We'll have to like, is he?
We'll have to see
But
when
I would
man.
love to see you in Scream. I think you would fit in perfectly into that
Oh,
world.
that is so cool to hear. That is like the biggest compliment. I mean, I would be just just completely honored to be like um anything in that. And I know Kevin Williamson just did he direct the new one that just
He
came out?
the No, he's doing the upcoming one, Scream 7.
Okay, so I mean like that's just so cool. And I'm so jealous and I'm not there. You know what I mean?
There's
But
always Scream 8 though. There's always Scream 8.
you know what? I'll put my name in the hat for Scream 8 if we can
Yeah.
make that happen.
We'll
But
put that out in the universe and then you can come back
oh
and we can talk about
yeah.
Scream. That'll be
Yes.
very fun.
I would love that.
Oh my gosh, me too. But Mason, I cannot thank you enough for taking the time to come and join me and speak with me, especially on this huge week, #1 movie at the box office, your birthday. Mason, where can people follow you to keep up with all your upcoming movies, hopefully Scream 8, and all your appearances that you have coming up?
Oh man. You can follow me on Instagram at Mason McCarty. It's spelled me, and then you drive a car, and then you drink tea. And then yeah, I'll be going around doing some conventions coming up, and I'm very excited to meet everybody because I think I am so much of a horror movie fan as much as everyone else. So I'll be walking in line to these booths as well, and trying to trying to chat with these movie stars, and I can't wait. But you can follow my YouTube, Mason McCarty. I produce my own like short narrative work in between acting, and so I really have a passion for that too. But yeah, thank you.
Thank you very much. I'll put a link to your Instagram and a link to your YouTube channel in the description of this video so everyone can go and check it out and follow you.
Oh, thank you very much. That's awesome. Well, thank you so much for this. This was such a blessing. This
Thank
is
you.
awesome.
One last thing before we go. Your shirt, this whole time I've been staring at it, looks so comfortable and I love the texture
Yeah.
of it. Do you know where it's from? This is so random, but do you know?
You know what? Where did it come from? It literally might be Abercrombie or something. I don't know. My mom got it for my birthday. She just was like, I thought you'd like this. And it is really comfy. It really is. I'm like, oh, this is nice.
Oh my gosh.
This
Yeah, tell
morning.
your mom she has very good taste because the color, the texture, the looks very, very cozy.
Thank you. I will say my girlfriend pulled it out for me. She's like, you're wearing this today. And I was like, I
Oh, then your
want to look
girlfriend has
too.
excellent taste too.
Yeah,
There you go.
she's got great taste. So I usually follow her order with or her even just opinions with styling all over
Mhm.
the she knows what's going on and I don't.
No,
So
I think that's a very good thing to do is follow, yeah, follow her advice.
yes.
All right. Well, thank you, Mason, and have a great rest of your day and a great rest of
Ooh,
your week celebrating your birthday and the number one movie at the box office.
gosh, thank you, Taylor, so much. This was so great and
Oh,
lovely
thank
talking.
you.
All right, we'll be talking soon. We'll
Yeah.
see what happens down the road.
Oh, it's
So
gonna happen. We put it out there now. Scream A.
yes, we did. We'll see what happens.
All right.
Yeah.
Bye,
Thank you.
Mason.
All right, bye-bye.